Hello, my name is Amazon Reddit, and this is my repeat CA Screencast. So our project, we were told to make a student management system where you could add, remove, search, and get a total of unique modules, unique degrees, most popular, least popular, all modules, all students basically here, and the exit button. So here I have 7 functionalities. I have 7 functions here listed 1 to 10 using the option case. I made the menu with just a simple put string line and just straighten it down with \ns to make it look nice and neat. Now I'm going to go to the first function, which is the add student function. The add student function basically has a list. Basically takes in a name, an ID, a degree, a year, and a module. Then it lets the student go put it into a sort of tuple using the read functions for both the number types. I let the output equal format student.student. That is one of our constructors here, which basically takes in just 2 types that will be passed through, which is the num and the show, and then puts it in the tuple as a string, then the show, another string, show, and a string, and prints out a string. And then that is what that does. So the output is that, which is the format student and student, and then we're going to print out the output. So that when we print out the output, we're going to have an empty list. And the empty list, every time this new student is added, it keeps adding and adding to the list. Then we're just going to show the student again. Then I have an option at the end. It's like, would you like to add another student? If the user says yes with capital Y, then the add student. If they do anything else, it just goes back to the main menu to the main options. The delete student function takes in the add student from the add student function, which basically is when we have it in the options, we basically had delete student, add student, delete function, add student. So basically it calls the function in every time as an empty list. So now we're making a list now, and delete function, add student. Basically, who would you like to remove by name? You type in the name, then the output does the remove student, remove name, excess. Remove name is just a variable name here. The remove student just takes in something Y and list, and basically all it does, it filters out using the filter function here, filters out all the events that are equal to the predicate. So basically all the events that are equal to Y, it filters them out and removes them. And then it just prints out the result. The search function has another menu inside it of how would you like to search. Would you like to search by ID, name, degree, or module. Here the search functions will start with the add student function because we're just using it as a menu, but the options inside the menu have all the add student functions and uses an empty list. Search by ID, you just enter the ID. It searches through the list using the search function here. Takes in the list, and search function takes in here a list and a string. What the search function does is to filter the elements passed through a list of lists, selecting only the ones which have the passed value of the n as a head. So the n value here, only those who have passed the value of the n as a head goes through. Then takes only one, the first head, and then extracts the first element of that list. So basically all it does is it takes the first head, and that is the first element of the list, and it extracts that, because that would be the first thing that would pop up in the search menu, just in case someone had a second name, or just search that. It's the same with search by name, search by degree, and search by module. So for unique modules here, it starts off again with the add student list. Basically, just write down the module. The unique module saves it there as in memory. Then we go to the count element function. The count element function takes in just something, just a number, and then, or in our case, it will take in the name of the degree. It'll search through the list and filter out all the elements that are equal to the predicate. So basically all the elements that are equal to X, it'll make a count. It'll basically make them into a list and get the length of it as is shown here. And it's the same with unique degrees, it'll do the same. And then popular module, most popular module. Most popular module takes in the module name, then it uses the number times found module name in it. What this does is basically takes in a number in the list and does the exact same as the predicate in the count element function. Basically, what that does is it takes a number, or as in our case, a name and a list, and just uses that and finds the amount of times that was mentioned in the list and just keeps a count. It's the same with the least popular degree function. Now, the least popular degree, what should have been put in there was an if statement. We're just saying if the number was over 1, then it would put that name into the list for the final output. And then if it goes anytime over 1, the lowest number will keep on staying the same. If the number was greater than the number that was provided, it would stay the same. This is what I should have been put in here, but I just did not know how to implement it. Also for the same for the least popular, to print out all modules. I didn't know how to punctuate all modules to print it out just only a certain part. Because if I was to print that, it would print out the whole add student thing, including the name, the ID. I didn't know how to isolate just the module aspect of it. And then the same with all students based in the year. I'm pretty sure that function could have been done by setting the predicate to be any person. If the year is 2004, for example, then it'll print out all the student details if the year was 2004. And the exit thing was the exact same. Thank you very much.